Welcome, family and friends, to your show. I am your host, Andres. This is Season 2, Episode 2. On today's show, we will be having my friend and comedian, Josiah Osego. My guest here is Josiah. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Thanks
Excellent.
for having me come down.
Thank you, man, for being here. I really appreciate it for you taking the time to be here with us.
It's only 10 minutes was what you told me. Thanks.
Hey, man. I just appreciate it. All right.
I'm just fine.
I remember the first time that I saw you do stand-up comedy was at Laughs.
Mm-hmm.
What I really liked about you, you were really hilarious because you kept it real, man. I think you kept it a little too real for some of the audience members because they got a little scared or something. What do you normally talk about your stand-up? Like?
Oh man, I just experiences. That's what I pull from on kind of a storyteller type comic, you know. So just if something funny happens or if something else happens, I just get a funny idea, or usually it comes from a place of sometimes it's stress, sometimes it's happiness, but just comes from experience, man. I figure I talk about it rather than go crazy with it.
Do you start writing as soon as you see something? You think about, oh man, this is gonna be funny. You just start writing it, or you just keep it in your head?
First I'm usually complaining about it. But I mean, I have my time, man. So sometimes I do forget things, but I have my time to sit down and write. You know, and for me, I mean, I guess not for everybody it's like therapy, but for me it is, because I do have those times set where it's like I get this quiet time to like kind of break away and just, you know, be alone with my thoughts, smoke a cigarette or drink some coffee and, you know, etch some things out, you know, and get to put my twist on the world.
We were talking one time that you do graphic design, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a page or anything like that you?
I'm about to graduate right now,
nice.
But right now I'm kind of like in the beginning stages, so where I'm ready just to play with anything, you know. I do graphics, web design, branding, packaging, magazine layouts, billboards. Like I'm ready to play. You know, I've gotten good on you know, Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop. See, you asked me to talk about some comedy, now I'm plugging my graphic design. So thank you for asking me to be here. So if anybody needs something looking pretty, my Twitter handle is Osego85.
You heard it right there.
But yeah, I mean, it's just fun, man. Like me, look, I'm good at messing things up in life, you know. So that's why I do the comedy. And while the comedy was taking off, I was like, all right, yo, just in case I don't piss somebody off a little too much while I'm blackballed from this, I need to have a go-to. And it's way easier to solve somebody else's problems than my own. So that's why I went to graphic design, because somebody's like, I need this to look pretty. And I'm like, I got you, dog. Like, what are your business colors? Red, green, and blue. I got you. You like stripes? Yeah, I like stripes. Me too. Let's put some stripes on that, man. Your business gonna be looking pretty. So that's why I like graphic design, man. It's you know, and it's funny because it almost parallels comedy to where, you know, not all the times am I finding a permanent solution, but I'm able to show one for others. You know, yeah. Even though I might not have it solved, I can make it appear to others like I have it together. And then when you get the heckler and they're like, well, you ain't winning, they're presenting their problems. It's way easier to solve theirs. It's like, well, you came to a show, but you talking now, so that's your fault. You know, it's way easier to solve their problems than my own. So, I guess that's a little trait that I have.
What's the craziest set that you've had that you could think about?
I mean, look. So I'm used to crazy. It's when things are weird that stand out to me. Because I've seen people get chased. I've seen drunk people chase down cars. I've seen people get angry and it doesn't do anything for me, but one of the things that stuck out to me was watching some hipsters fight. Because they were fighting, but it really wasn't violent at all. And that's where I was like, where did this come from? Seriously, yo, I'm telling you, so anybody listen to this, I'm sorry you're not going to be able to see this, but I'm just going to show you guys how I saw one of the hipsters attack the other one. they pushed, and then the first punch, this dude like, it was almost like he had some maraca cyphers, like ran up on him like this, right? And with the dude getting hit, like, so when somebody's punching like this, their face is open, right? I was like, he about to get knocked out. No, the other hipster takes a few gut shots and he does a standing fetal position I've never seen before. If you look, for anybody listening, if you've seen the Karate Kid, like that little kick he's about to do, that crane kick, just imagine that, but with his hands around his head and not up like wings. Like he's covering his head and doing the Karate Kick thing. Yeah, I've never seen the stand-up fetal position, and that's. I was like, damn. I was like, this is amazing. There was a fight, a hipster fight, and nobody got hurt, and I kept seeing them, and so that's what I enjoy. That's crazy to me. I'm just like I like hipsters now, man. They can fight. They can go to war, and nobody gets hurt. We need more. Like our nations need to get on that level. Like it's like we should get some sock'em bock'em nukes. You know what I'm saying? Like just nukes that we send to other places. And they just blow up, but it's a bunch of hot air. You know.
What about you, man? Have you gotten into a fight because of your comedy? Has anybody
Actually
tried to attack you?
Nah, I think it's because there's not a lot of black people in Tucson. I mean, we're really lucky, man. I haven't shit. Here's the thing: is like I'm at a point now where I'm avoiding fights because in my timeline, I think when I've went more than 6 months without a fight, the first one I get into, I get my ass whooped, and so it's been years. It's been years. So I bought 2 guns. I'm a coward, motherfucker, man. Oh, excuse my language.
That's all good.
All right. Nah, but on a real note though, like I don't like hurting people, man. So like if it comes between me possibly doing physical harm to somebody else and me just taking some emotional punches, I'll take it all day. I would rather you let me know your opinion. I don't care if I'm a bitch, a punk. I'd rather do that than having the option or the risk of doing some harm to another human being. So that's real for real. That's my stance, and that's why I haven't been in one. You know? So if somebody's angry and I see us getting to that point on stage, like for real, I'd rather let it slide because I know it's not me.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
You just don't like dicks anymore. You had one, and that for some reason me talking about it pissed you off. You know, does that mean I need to go at war with you because you don't like? Because I'm on the same page. I'm just joking about it. You know.
Yeah.
So.
When I listen to your stuff, man, like I said, you kept it real, and that's what people want to hear, man. You just want to hear people's stories, and that's what you do, pretty much. Your sets, I seen that you do like anywhere from it could be anywhere from 5-minute sets to about 40-minute sets. What's the longest set you've ever done?
I think it was 54 once. I got close to an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's shout out to Pauly Casillas when he was hosting Hez, because he would let us go, man. Pauly would come up, and some of the best shows were just, you'd be sitting there waiting to go up, and Pauly would come up to you and be like, hey man, just do whatever you want, and just walk off. And you'd be like, oh, I get to do the catalog tonight. Like, and you don't care if you, well, I didn't care if I was bombing or not. I was like, I get to tell all the jokes. Like, yeah. So it was fun, man. So shout out to Pauly for giving us that, because he didn't have to. With some comics, as you well know, when they got time, they can fill that time with themselves. You do 5 minutes, but now that we got less comics, I'm gonna do 10 minutes in between all the comics. You know what I'm saying? And Pauly, at least with me, he didn't do that. He'd be like, yo, go long. I'd be like, yes sir.
That's cool, man. That's cool. That's good to have people like that, that actually support you and they want to give you more time to give you the spotlight instead of them getting the spotlight, like you said. So. Yeah,
well, I don't like Pauly that much. You don't help me out. Show. Pauly, because it took him 3 years to follow me on Twitter, man. I hope he's listening. I'm just playing, man.
This 12th and 13th,
yeah,
you're going to be having a live show. Let's talk a little bit about that.
All right, so this Friday and 13th, I am hosting over at Laughs, right? So it's about 10 to 15 minute sets. Right? Okay. So what I'm doing, because I don't want to put names in it, but the one place where we can feature a headline would rather us not feature a headline, like the local guys, because we need to be able to run with the pros that come around, right? So like I respect that. Do I like it? Not necessarily, but I respect it. Right? So my idea is if I'm not going to get a chance to do so, I would rather use the time that I get and record 4 different sets, make one little album, send it out to other bookers, get my name out there. So, nice. So that's the plan, man. It's a little ghetto, but it's what I got to work with. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where creativity comes in. Absolutely. For all of us. You know, we work with what we got. You know, and so it makes me feel insecure sometimes. I'm like, damn, people are gonna ask me like, you did a whole half hour. Nah, man. So look. Like I did 4 10-minute sets, but I edited them together nicely. It's gonna sound like one, but I'm gonna keep it real though. Like it's just. Like, oh, you can't do a half hour, 45 minutes straight? Nah, I can, but look, like, please understand first I'm explaining myself to you and I don't really need to, you know, and so, like, I get insecure, you know, like, because it's like, damn, this is what I got to work with right now, you know, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just working with it, so it's going to be 4, so what that means is each set's going to be different, except for the ending joke, you know, because what I'm going to do is my last joke for the first show. That's going to be the first joke of the next one. So when it comes to editing, I thought about it.
Nice, nice.
I did some of my research.
Very nice, very nice.
So yeah, so now it just went from ghetto to ghetto fabulous.
I want to thank you for being here on the show. 12th and the 13th, my boy here, we'll be at Laughs. What are the times?
8 o'clock and 10:30.
8 o'clock and 10:30. Perfect. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good set and do your thing with your editing. Ghetto fab, baby.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks, man. Thank you, family and friends, for taking the time to listen to your show. I also want to give a big thanks to my friend Josiah for being with us and making us laugh. I'm looking forward to having you tune in to the next episode of your show.